Hello children, welcome back to physics class. So in the previous class we were discussing about the speed of the sound, and we have also seen sound requires a medium to propagate, right? So we have seen an experiment to show that sound requires a medium to propagate, that is sound cannot travel in vacuum. Why? As there are no particles that can be compressed or rarefied. And also we have seen the frequency, right? So what is the frequency? Frequency is defined as the number of vibration of a body in 1 second, or number of waves passing through a point in 1 second. So what is the SI unit of frequency? It is hertz. And we have also seen sound waves or longitudinal waves, right? So in today's class we are going to see time period. Okay, the time taken by a vibrating body to complete one vibration is called its time period. So what is the time period? The time taken by a vibrating body to complete one vibration is called its time period. Since one vibration causes a disturbance or a wave, time period is also the time taken by a wave to pass through a point. It is denoted by the letter capital T. If a body vibrates 100 times in a second, so if a body produce 100 waves in that time, okay, so the time period will be the time taken for one vibration or one wave to pass, that is 1 divided by 100 second, that will be 0.01 second. Okay, the SI unit of time period is second. Okay, so next we will see the relationship between the frequency and time period. So let f be the frequency of a wave. It means that f wave can pass through a particular point in 1 second. Then the time taken by the one wave to pass will be t is equals to 1 divided by f. Thus time period is inversely proportional to the frequency. Okay, if the frequency of a wave is 500 hertz, then its time period will be 1 divided by 500. Okay, so that is equals to 0.002 seconds, that is 1 divided by f. Frequency is f, right? So you will substitute the value of f. Here it is 500, so 1 divided by 500 gives you 0.02 seconds. Okay, so it is inversely proportional. That means when frequency increases, the time period will decrease. Okay, time t will decrease. Okay, the next one we will see amplitude. Okay, when a body vibrates, it moves from its mean position or the stationary position. The maximum displacement of particles in a medium from the mean position is called amplitude. Okay, so the maximum displacement of particles in a medium from the mean position is called a amplitude. Okay, the SI unit of amplitude is meter. Okay, so you can see here the frequency of both the waves are same. So you can see frequency of both the waves are 2, but you can see here the height, that is the displacement of the particle from the mean position. Okay, so this height shows the amplitude. So which is having more? This is the figure B, right? So it is having more amplitude. Okay, a wave with the same frequency can have higher amplitude. You can see these both are having same frequency, but here the amplitude of the figure B is more, the height here, that is the displacement of the particle from the mean position is more than compared to the figure A. So this we call it as a amplitude, the distance here from here to here we call it as a amplitude. Okay, so the amplitude is nothing but the maximum displacement of particles in a medium from the mean position is called its amplitude. Okay, the next one, types of sound. Okay, sound can be audible or inaudible to the human ear depending on their frequencies. These can be categorized as infrasonic, audible and ultrasonic sound. So what are the three categories? One is infrasonic, other one is audible and the third one is ultrasonic sound. So in today's class we are going to see what is this infrasonic sound. So can you hear the sound when you move your fingers or turn your head? No, right? Because the frequency with which the molecules vibrate are so low that our ears cannot detect the sound produced by it, right? So any sound with a frequency less than 20 hertz cannot be detected by human ears. Such sounds are called infrasonic sound. So what are infrasonic sound? Any sound with a frequency less than 20 hertz. We call it as a infrasonic sound. You know that sound is produced by vibration. When these vibrations are so low, so we can say that the frequency is low. So we cannot hear the sound or we cannot detect the sound produced by it. Okay. So any sound with a frequency less than 20 hertz cannot be detected by the human ears. Such sounds are called infrasonic sound. Okay, so what are infrasonic sound? Sounds of frequencies below 20 hertz are called infrasonic sound or infrasound. Okay, if we could hear infrasound, we can hear the vibration of pendulum, right? So the rhinoceros, elephants and whales communicate using infrasonic sound. So animals such as whales, giraffe, many birds and elephant produce infrasonic sound to communicate with other members of their respective species. So how they communicate? Using this infrasonic sound. Sound waves generated by earthquakes, underground nuclear explosion and tides produce infrasonic sound. So what are infrasonic sound? Any sound with a frequency less than 20 hertz cannot be detected by human ears. Such sounds are called infrasonic sound, or simply the sound which is having frequency less than 20 hertz are called the infrasonic sound. In the next class we are going to see audible range sound and ultrasonic sound.